Good morning, man. Happy Sunday to y'all. It's time to do this again. So we gonna recap the week after this prayer. Father, I come to you as humble as I know how. Eyes closed, head bowed. I'd like to thank you for everything you've done for me and the people around me since the last time we spoke. There's a lot of good things going on. I know I owe a lot of glory to you. I'd like to thank you for your grace and your mercy, for your patience, and for you choosing to put the pressure on me, the honor and the blessings. I ask that you continue to look out for me and my family. Place a hedge of protection around us, keep us safe and wrapped in your arms, Father. When I say my family, I don't just mean my family, but also my listeners, my extended family, and the people that they hold dear. I hope that you will choose to speak to me today and speak through me today, Father, and give me the words that I need to say to teach the people and touch the people that you need me to reach out to. Thank you. Amen. Then you gotta calm down, man. Don't sit down and relax and let me do my show. Okay, y'all. So let me see if I can. So it's not gonna happen. I'm gonna do it with or without you. You're not gonna stop me. Um. So one of the many things God said was bring full tithes to the storehouse, so that there may be food in my house. Put me to the test, and I will open the floodgates of blessings so much that there will not be room enough. I don't know if that's verbatim, but sometimes things be stuck in my head, which was why I chose to talk about tithing today. And when I talk about tithing, let me be clear. We're not talking about money. We're talking about time. We're talking about sacrifice. And we're talking about sharing. God blesses us in many different ways. Leave me alone. Back up. Sit down. Sit down. God blesses us in many different ways. So it's don't be the devil today. So it's up for us to give back in many different ways, the same way we receive in many different ways. Yo, tithing don't necessarily. Y'all give me a second. Let me let her out of here. Move. Go. Your tithing don't necessarily have to be part of your paycheck. Um, like I say, your sacrifices. Tithing can be your time that you go spend with people or talk to people or helping somebody get closer to God. Tithing can be the money, you know what I'm saying? A sacrifice on the blessing that God gave you, because even though you went to work, God fixed it where you was in your right mind to be able to get up and go do their job. Whether you woke up late or woke up early, God woke you up. You know what I'm saying? So he could get you to that job so you can make that money to pay them bills. And to share that money that you made with his people that he didn't bless to get it. Because they need to be blessed too. You got people around here that can't get a job. They don't know how they're going to pay their light. But God going to bless them too. And sometimes it's going to be you that need to step up and do your part. Because somebody stepped up before and helped you when you needed and didn't know where it was going to come from. That's what God do. He make a way. He a way maker. Your time. You got old people around here that don't got family come to check on them, come to see about them, come to help them out. That could be the perfect way to go tithe, to go spend your time and sacrifice some of the time in the day you got, the God gave you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody didn't get a day today. You did. So, is you gonna make it count, or you just gonna sit back and take for granted all the blessings you got since you woke up this morning? If you had breakfast, that was a blessing. If you woke up and your mama was still here, that's a blessing. Your kids still here, they not locked up in jail somewhere on drugs, strung out, they made it back home last night, that's a blessing. So you know what I'm saying? Don't get to overlooking all the small blessings and the things that you don't be realizing blessings. Um, yeah. Whew. Y'all know I'm big on helping people. And one of the things I feel about helping people, you done heard the saying that cleanliness is next to godliness. Well, I believe when you help somebody, when you be a blessing to somebody, it puts you even more closer to God, being godly, doing godly things. Because like I say, there's people all over this world, all over this city, all over this state, this town, this community, this house, just needing help. They looking for a blessing. They looking for a miracle. And it make you feel good when you step up and become that help, that blessing, that miracle. And that's all through God. You know what I'm saying? Everything we do is through Christ. But what I'm saying is, when you get to be the one to put that smile on somebody's face, or you get to be the one to wipe them tears out somebody's eyes, because you came through when they didn't know who was gonna come through, or they didn't know if anybody was gonna come through. You know, I know, like, we look down on hitchhikers, but you never know what a person trying to get to, what their struggle is. Imagine you driving down the street and you pick somebody up and you see somebody walking, it's like, hey, and they tell you, man, I just got through praying. My car broke down. I was on my way to work. First job, you know what I'm saying? I ain't worked in a year and a half. This is my first day, and my car broke down. Well, I got up this morning, I ain't had no gas in my car. I ain't know how I was gonna make it. And it's like, that's when you realize God uses people. He will put you in a position to be an instrument that's gonna get some work done for him. And when it happens, when you realize it, when you see it with your own eyes, ain't nothing else like it. You're not gonna feel no other feeling like that. Ain't no warm hug, no $100 bill, no, ain't nothing gonna make you feel the way you feel when you realize that you done came through for somebody. And I ain't talking about, I don't know, oh, I'm gonna do you this favor, none of that. I'm saying when you really pop up on the scene, you had no idea, no intentions on doing something, and then you just end up doing it, and you realize you was at the perfect place at the perfect time to do God work. It's nothing like that. Can't nobody tell you how to do your tithing. All I can tell you about doing your tithing is do it with a full heart, meaning do it out of the kindness of your heart. Do it because it's what you want to do. Don't give nobody no $100 bill, you know what I'm saying, to the church, or your time. That old person I was telling you to go check on and go, they don't want you to walk through their door and man, I supposed to have been there tomorrow, and movie came out today. Man, my girl wanted to, I'm gonna spend some time with you, but you just know I could have been. No, people don't want that. No, people don't want that. Don't nobody want you to hand them that money. You know what I'm saying? Let me give you an example. And when it's time to take it, it's like, you ain't want to let it go. No, man. Because the way God works is, he made a lot more hundreds when he made that one. He gave a lot more hundreds to a lot more people when he gave you that one. And if you ain't appreciative of the $100 and you don't want to let it go, don't let it go. He'll find somebody else. But all I'm saying is, you got to realize, God blesses those who does the blessings. Meaning, when you sitting here spending your time and spending your money or spending your effort or whatever it is, God finds a way to make sure you get more of that, because he knows what you gonna do with it. I got a little hang here, right? It's killing me. But yeah, God will bless you again and again and again, because he knows what you gonna do with that. It's kind of like saying people don't mind giving rich people stuff, but they'll watch a broke person go without. Let me give you an example. Gucci, Louis, Prada. These people send gift bags and gifts out to rich folks for the free. The people that can afford a $2,600 sweater will get it for free. Meanwhile, the people who got to break the bank to buy it never will, and that's because they see the blessing in giving it to the rich. They like, okay, I know you can afford this, so I'm gonna give you a little bit. So maybe when it's time for you to go spend some money, you're gonna spend it with me. When you rich and you put this sweater on, all the broke folks who want to be like you gonna see you wearing it. Now I know you can afford to buy it, but I really want you in it, so I'm gonna give it to you because you wearing it gonna make them want to wear it. Well, with God bless you, it's like I give you $1,000 because I know you won't have no problem giving 200 that away, giving 100 that away when I need you to. When I need somebody over here to get a little bit of that money, I know you're not gonna have a problem doing it. You're gonna look around and you're gonna have $10,000 because God, like, you know what? If you will help me out with giving 100 out, you'll help me out with giving 1,000 out. You go bless 10 people instead of just one. When your blessing come in, everybody not gonna do it, but everybody also not gonna reap the rewards. I remember like when I was young, and we went to church. I don't remember exactly what was being said, but I do remember the preacher said that when you give to God, He'll give it back tenfold. And I asked my auntie what that meant. She was like, if you give $1 to God, they'll give you 10 back. I had $10. When that collection plate came around, how much money y'all think I put in there? Right, $10. After church, we went to the store. We was up in the country. We went to the little store. See if I can make it through a whole without cussing. We went to the little store, and it wasn't a gas station, but it was like a mom and pop store. I've probably been in the store 2-3 times in my life, but I walked in there, and all my cousins and stuff was buying candy. Everybody had money. We fresh out of church. So I'm sitting here, and my auntie asked me, you ain't want no candy? And I told her, I ain't got no money. Boy, you got some money, you had some money, your mama gave you some money before you even came up here. I'm like, the preacher said if I put it in the church and give it to God, He'll give it back tenfold. So I gave him all my money. She's like, boy, you had $10. You gave all your money to church. I'm like, you said I get it back tenfold. The man behind the register laughed at me. And he said, wait a minute. So you thought that if you gave your 10 to God, He was going to give you 100 back? And I'm like, that's what the preacher said. The man went in the register and gave me $100 bill. And my auntie said something to the effect of, look at God. And I was like, got me $100. Knew it was gonna work. But what I'm saying is, even if the man gave me the 100 because of me thinking I was supposed to get 100 back from God, God worked through that man and gave me $100 for the 10 I gave to the church because I gave it to him in faith. You know what I'm saying? I gave it to him because that's what God said. I took it at face value as 10 gets you 100. And that day, 10 got me 100. Straight up and down. And you can say it how you want to say it, but at the end of the day, I'm going to say God delivered on that promise. Now, sometimes that 100 might not come in the form of a $100 bill, or it might not all come at one time. It might be One day you gonna need to be that person that need $20, and it's gonna come through for you. And God gonna say, "There's 80 on that 100 I owe you." One day you gonna need a ride. You the one walking down the street trying to get to your job. Somebody stop, pick you up, and give you a ride. That's another 5 on that 100 I owe you, or whatever the gas money was. Like I'm gonna tell you, I remember I was on a date one day with this girl named Shamika Grimes. It was me, her, and her son. We had took him to boxing practice. Her car broke down on the way back. A dude that I knew, but he didn't know that was me. It was nighttime. We were walking down the side of the highway. Dude stopped, and on the way in the car, I let her get in. Then the little boy was getting in as I was getting in. Dude was like, "Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie. Usually I wouldn't even pick no woman up with no man walking beside her, but she had the little boy with her, man. I couldn't have the little boy walking down the street." And as I ducked my head to get in the car, I looked and seen who it was. He was like, "Oh, what's up, Phil?" I almost cussed. He was like, "What's up, Phil?" I'm like, "What's up, man?" His name was Calvin. Calvin was a pimp. So I'm already knowing what he was on, but at the same time, when he seen me, he was like, "Oh, man, this Phil, I can't." Because, Phil was on some stuff too. But at that time, God came through for us. My dude gave us a ride to the gas station, had a gas can. We paid for the gas, but he took us back to the car and everything was all good. But I'm just saying, you never know when you gonna need God. When God gonna give you that favor he owe you, like, "Hey, I remember when you did that for me, man. I got you. Don't even worry about it. Be blessed." And all I'm saying is, man, keep that mentality of helping and being helped, blessing and being a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a rotating cycle. It's a revolving door, and you just never know when it's gonna be your turn. Give and help as much as you can because you never know when it's gonna be your turn or how long it's gonna be your turn. You know what I'm saying? Your time might not come excuse me, where you need God to help you out for a few minutes or to get you to one place. You might need God to get you to that same place every day for 2, 3 weeks, 2, 3 months. And trust me, person will offer you a ride, but that 5th day they looking at you like, "Man, you gotta spread the hustle, man. I got things to do." But at the same time, you gotta realize that you do gotta spread the hustle. You got to keep praying. You got to keep the faith, and you got to, you know what I'm saying. You never know what it is. I've had times where, like, I'm not a Crown Vic dude. I'm not, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I like to ride porn, but I was down and out, and I went and bought me a little Crown Vic because it was cheap. My homeboy had it for sale. It was like he wanted like 2,000. So I went and got that because I needed to get back and forth. I needed to get around. I was thinking about my nephew, BJ, and I was like, "Man, I wonder if BJ old enough to drive, because I'm going back to give me a form. And when I get it, I'm not keeping this Crown Vic. Maybe I give it to BJ." Now, I don't know what it was that he did in life or how God, you know what I'm saying, was working for him at the time, but that plan fell through, and he didn't. I never told him about it. Me gonna give him the car. I was just gonna get. That's what my heart was telling me to do. But it got to a point where my heart wasn't telling me to do that no more. It wasn't nothing he did to me. It's just that ain't the way the cookie crumbled. But what I'm saying is, you never know what blessing God has for you. You could be messing it up. You could be growing it up. You know what I'm saying? Making it bigger and bigger and bigger. But you just got to, you know what I'm saying, be on the right path, man, and do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Be a blessing to somebody. Be help to somebody. Even if you're doing it because, like I say, you want to fill up your reserve tank that when you need your blessings, they there. I'm not sure exactly how God works, but I don't think he would mind that you around here doing nice for people and helping people because you want to get that same help back one day. I don't think he gonna look at you like, "Nah, cause you just did that, cause you know one day you gonna need some help." Exactly. Exactly. That's why I would help an old lady across the street. Because I know my mama is gonna be an old lady one day that might need some help. I tell mama all the time, she be like, man, getting these groceries in the car was killing me. I'm like, mama, you know they got dudes at the store that's their job. You 70 years old. I'm pretty sure they're not gonna look at you like get your own groceries. No, they'll help you. And I know you ain't used to getting that help because all your life you ain't been the one that needed that help. But now you the one that need that help. You'll cash in on your blessings. You the type of person that God got some blessings for. You got a very big bank account of blessings around here somewhere. Because you've been helping people and blessing people and taking the time out to talk to people and you know what I'm saying, walk them through things and all this stuff. Come on now. And I know you didn't do it because you was hoping one day that you was gonna get it back. But what I'm telling you is you one of them type of people that God holds on high esteem. You gotta look at it and say, you know what, I got you. You done been a soldier for me so many times, I got you. But man, with that being said, y'all have a blessed day, man. Y'all bless somebody. Trust in God. Lean on God. Depend on God. Wait on God. On God. We out.